Hello everyone, Alex is here. Last year I talked about one of my favorite lenses for portraits, the Sigma 105mm f1.4, and it was one of the most successful videos on my channel. So I decided to visit it back to see if it still can live up to today's standards, considering that this lens is 4 or 5 years old. Especially because I tried multiple portrait lenses since last year. Without further ado, let's start with what's inside the box. You will have pretty much everything you need, starting with a waterproof case, 2 straps, lens collar, circular rubber, and of course the lens with the lens hood. It's a really nice touch from Sigma to include all of these accessories, because you're going to need them, especially if you want to use them on a gimbal or a tripod. Now let's talk about the design. I can assure you that this lens is one of the most premium built lenses I've seen so far. Yes, it's big and one of the heaviest lenses in the market with 3.6 pounds, which can reflect in a good way and make you look like a professional photographer. However, it doesn't look right on mirrorless cameras. Personally, I don't have any problem with the size, but that's for you to decide, depending on the other gears on your camera bag. Because even the dimensions are not that encouraging, with 5.2 inches length and 4.6 diameter. If you look at the Sony FE 85mm f1.8 that has a close focal length, you will see a huge size difference. But again, during my 4 years of use, I didn't face any problems with the size. Now let's move to the autofocus. Last time I couldn't do the test because I didn't have the Atomos Ninja 5 to record the screen, but I have it now, so I can show you the results. For starters, this is a portrait lens, so having the fastest autofocus is not really necessary. But when you pay $2,000, of course you want to get the best out of it. And just because it's not the fastest, doesn't mean it's bad. Honestly, it's more than enough for any portrait photographer. So if you have any hesitation about the autofocus performance, you should not, because this lens is all about portraits. But if your main use of it is video, even though I think the priority of this lens in photos, here is the test so you can decide for yourself. As you saw, the autofocus is fast and accurate, even in videos, and if you want to go manual, it has a smooth focus ring with a distance indicator and manual focus switch. Now if you're asking yourself, this lens is so heavy and it doesn't have the fastest autofocus and it costs $2,000. How can this be the best portrait lens in my opinion? The answer is simply in image quality. Everything in this lens optic is crafted to be a masterpiece. With 17 elements and 12 groups, it will make every photo you take is unique. I think the easiest way to describe it by showing you the best portraits I took after years of use. So here it is. I think the results speaks for themselves, or maybe it's just me. But I love every photo I took using this lens, starting with the sharpness and ended up with the background compression, with maybe one small complaint. The bokeh circles have a cat eye shape, but honestly I don't really care. Let's be serious, no one should as well. Whether you are a pro modeling photographer or just a beginner, I don't feel things like this matter, but it's there if you care about it. And I tried this lens in every possible scenario, like studio photography and night portraits. and the performance was outstanding. So who is this lens for? If you are a portrait photographer mainly, and you are okay with the heavy lens in your camera bag, then this lens is definitely for you. However, if you are on a budget and shooting portraits is still a priority for you, then I really recommend you the Sony f/85mm f1.8. It's a beautiful lens, especially for the price. I made a review about it a couple of months ago, so make sure to watch it before you make your final decision. Anyway, that's all for today. Let me know in the comments what's your favorite portrait lens so I can try it and compare it to my favorite Sigma 105. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button, and see you guys in my next video.